All right. Doing okay, thanks. Buckling in for hopefully I'm hoping is the conclusion of John Saul's Blackstone Chronicles. This is part 5 and the second from today. We are in the dungeon, where we have found out our father has conducted all manner of torturous experiments to inflict pain upon the mental patients of the institution. And apparently I've also spelled whereabouts wrong. There we go. So we've been talking to Paul Becker, who's been his assistant and who enjoys inflicting the pain. All sorts of crazy theories. In so doing, he has procured for us a finger box device, a Japanese finger device. I forgot the term. It was something the Yakuza used to do to prove their loyalty by putting their finger in this box and having the tip of the finger cut off. And Paul Becker is telling us, unless we're willing to do so, well, actually, he didn't say that. We have to tell, basically, if you put your finger in the box, you'll be able to feel what's inside the box. The downside is you get the tip of your finger chopped off. But he's saying we need to tell him what's in the box, and then in exchange, he'll give us information on the whereabouts of our son, Joshua, who's been held captive, lo these many hours, in some secret room in the mansion, the asylum. So, we did try to put our finger in there, but the character was unwilling to do it. So, my guess is we are obviously going to have to find some way of obviously identifying what's in the box without getting our finger chopped off. Whether it's prying it open, like forcing it open, or x-raying it is actually probably, just came to mind, is probably the easiest and most straightforward way to go about this. So this definitely calls for an x-ray, the x-ray machine, if ever I heard one. So that's probably what we'll start off by doing. Let's resume our timer. We also picked up while here both a club.
Solid as an iron bar.
And a rope.
If you use it on someone, be sure to take up the tension slowly. Otherwise, they die right off.
He knows all about ways to inflict pain without inflicting too much damage that they'll die. Lovely. The finger box.
Really nice work, isn't it? Those Japanese really knew how to build a finger box.
Do you know of any other types of finger boxes from other parts of the world?
No help.
Sounds like some sort of small metallic object, maybe like a coin or something. Put finger in the hole.
You couldn't do it, could you? I would have heard the sound. Nice try, though. I'll be waiting for you. And don't go trying to fake the sound. The test here is whether you can tell me what's inside.
There we go. All right. So this definitely strikes me as an x-ray machine use. In fact, you can even see in our notes there above the dungeon area is the operating room area, where we have x-ray machine as one of our to-do items. And the good news is it's right here at the top of the stairs, so we don't have to go far at all. Now let's hope this, of course, works. I don't see why it wouldn't, but you never know. Yep, put finger box in machine. All right. So it's an Ankh, it looks like. Nice. Oh, did we already? Oh, we automatically took it back. All right, so is that enough to just tell him Ankh, hopefully? We shall see. Now, I don't know if...
Anything to tell me?
Yes. I don't know if he needs proof that, like, we got our finger chopped off. Does he want to see our finger or something?
It's an Ankh.
Excellent. Now, while you're still in pain and thinking clearly, let's take the last step. Malcolm has taken my stereoscope and locked it up inside the Iron Maiden. I want it back. Open the Maiden, fetch me the stereoscope, and I'll tell you how to get to the secret room.
Okay, wait. So, open Iron Maiden to fetch Paul's... Did he say stereoscope? Okay. Why do you want it?
What good will it do you?
We spirits are tied to this earth by our affection for a particular item. We grow uncomfortable when the item is taken from us.
Well, that explains what we've been doing for most of the game, getting people's objects back, their totems, if you will. The maiden is locked.
How can I open it?
You need to push the panels on the front in a certain order. Malcolm changed the pattern frequently, so I don't know what it is right now. But I know that he kept a reminder to himself in the safe in his office.
Oh, so that's the message we picked up. Okay, push panels on... Did he say front or the side? In specific order. Message in Malcolm's safe. Let's just have him repeat that.
How can I open it?
You need to push the panels on the front in a certain order.
Okay.
Malcolm changed the pattern frequently, so I don't know what it is right now. But I know that he kept a reminder to himself in the safe in his office.
So it was something like, so I think this is the message.
The word you seek is the thing itself.
So maiden? Oh, so that's where the symbols come into play.
It's an authentic antique from the Spanish Inquisition.
Wow. Huh, okay, so we have... Or I guess can we just look at the symbols? No. So I just have to push them. Alright, so we have I-R-E-N 2 or I. What is that, a turtle? Someone's head. Milk jug. We have a top hat. Someone's head, a bust. Comb. Someone running and a horse. Is this like a woman, a maiden? Oh. So maybe we have to sound it out. Maiden. Wait, let's look at the thing again.
The word you seek is the thing itself.
The word you seek. Oh, I didn't give out the, sorry, I didn't give out a Cedric for the X-ray business. Oh, so the panels is basically these symbols. That's what we're doing now. More. The word you seek is the thing itself. Or it could be stereoscope, but I don't know how we're getting that from this. I-R-E. So M-A. Horse. Run. Comb. Head. I mean, that could be a bunch of things. Milk. What would be den? D-E-N. Maiden. The word you seek is the thing itself. Anyway, let's just try a couple of random things and see what happens. Oh, so nothing. So you can push as many as possible. So it'll probably only react if, once you've selected the right ones in the right order, of course. Okay, so then it resets. So we can't look at the symbols? Oh, we can, okay.
I think it's some kind of a rebus deal.
Rebus? Push the symbols. That just probably zooms in. Oh, so I'm not able to look at each individual button then. That's too bad. I was hoping to get descriptions of them. So he said rebus. Let's look up rebus. I assume each symbol represents some, like, syllable or something. So a rebus is a puzzle that uses pictures, symbols, and letters to represent words or phrases. It often combines visual elements to convey a message or common expression, making it a fun and creative way to communicate ideas. Yeah, okay, so it's basically kind of what I thought. Alright. Let's go back to our notes here. So... I better make sure, by the way... Oh no, this was from the egg message, but did we get the egg from his safe? I think we did, because I have it listed under safe combination, yeah. So I think it is what we got from opening up the safe.
The word you seek is the thing itself.
Thing itself. So are we looking for thing? Are we looking for maiden? Are we looking for stereoscope? Thing. That's an I. Running. Milk. Malcolm, any help?
We have nothing to discuss, Oliver.
Nothing to discuss. Oh, that's too bad. So the word I'm seeking is, I guess, the word I'm looking to enter here. The thing itself. So thing or itself? How do I spell thing? This is I. This is an N. What would be TH and what would be G? Is this a I think it's a turtle. Slow. This could be two or two eyes. No, milk. Thing itself. Hat. Comb. Running. Horse? I don't know. It's weird. Hang on a second here. Probably Paul's not going to be of any other help, but...
I think it's some kind of a rebus deal. It's an authentic antique from the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, it just goes here. Okay. Can I... No, I can't touch the hinges. Let me go back. He's not going to be much help, but... The word you seek. I guess it means like the word I seek to enter. But this is Malcolm talking to himself, right? So the word you seek is the thing itself. I'm guessing it's maiden. I'm guessing it's maiden I have to enter. But I don't know if that picture of the woman's head is made. I mean, that's kind of a far-fetched assumption.
How can I open it?
You need to push the panels on the front in a certain order. Malcolm changed the pattern frequently, so I don't know what it is right now. But I know that he kept a reminder to himself in the safe in his office.
I think we have to type in
What
maiden.
good will it do you?
We spirits are tied to this earth by our affection for a particular item. We grow uncomfortable when the item's taken from us.
And his item is a stereoscope, I think.
Nice, isn't it? Of course, I looked better when I was alive.
Ah, sorry, Paul. Sorry to hear about it all that. Oh, that was a sledgehammer over there, huh? Hang on. Let's go back and take a look at that sledge if we can. Oh, I can only see it from the reverse view. That could be useful if we can take it, which I doubt we can. That would be useful for that bricks area of the basement. Oh, you can't click on it now. Too bad. Alright, so how are we going to spell maiden? So let's just say this is starts in milk, so it starts with the letter M. I don't know. Milk jug. So now we're looking for A. I don't know what these are. Is this woman and this is man? I don't know. Maybe I should have clicked this instead if it's man, because MA is closer to what I need. Can I unclick it? Yeah. MAI. What would start with D? Turtle. Comb? Is that a comb? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Nothing really starts with D is the problem. D, E, and then N. And there's no way to reset this? No. Yeah. I mean, well, you can obviously back up. That resets it. But... So it combines the use of illustrated pictures with individual letters to depict words or phrases. For example, the word bin might be detected by Rebus showing an illustrated bumblebee next to a plus sign and the letter N. It is a favorite form of heraldic expression used in the Middle Ages to denote surnames. For example, in its basic form, 3 salmon are used to denote the surname Salmon. Okay. Well, it's one thing if they gave me a rebus and then I had to sort of decipher what the sentence or words were, but in this case, it's almost like the opposite. We're given all of the atomic elements, and then we have to assemble it to spell, I think, maiden. But I don't know. We can't get a description of what these things are, unfortunately. Shoot, this is not good. Is there anything I have that could be useful here? The glass. Doubt it. Club, rope. I think it's just a straight up puzzle, but use the message on it. Well, that's the compact. Well, maybe I should use the magnifying, or at least try to use the magnifying glass. Oh. Too bad. See, we got a key, ice pick. This was a... Have we even used the hammer yet? I don't... Oh, no, I don't think we have. We've used the ice pick. I don't think we...
It's quite well designed. All the weight is in the head.
Yeah, I don't think we have used the hammer yet, actually. Okay. Maiden. Or could it be Iron Maiden? Iron. Oh, yeah. Iron. Although they don't refer to it as an Iron Maiden, they just say Maiden. But I mean, that could kind of be iron. That's either 2 or E. Yeah, hey, it's not true. I mean, it is an Iron Maiden. I don't know. How am I getting Maiden out of this, though? I don't know where... Oh, gosh. There's no way to, I assume once we get it right, it'll just open, and I don't need to, like, submit anything. Or, like, step away. So I think this is iron. I don't know how we're going to do Maiden. What else could this be except for turtle? Tortoise? Where are we getting... Unless this is like man and woman. Maybe it's a maid. Turtle horoscope. Wait, did I push on this? Okay, so you can undo your last move. Interesting. Problem is I've already used N, so I can't reuse the N. So I think it's got to be... Maybe it's Iron Woman. A maiden is an Iron Woman? I don't know. So I would go, whoa, man. Let me try it. I don't know, this is going to be bad because I don't know what some of these things are. I'm making assumptions, but I don't know if... It might not even be anywhere close. No. Turtle horse comb. Hat. Magic hat. I wish you could look at these. It sucks. You can't look at them. Or when I say look, I mean like, you know, have the character comment on them. Like making some wry observation. What is this? A horse, mare, gelding, colt, stallion, Bronco. Okay, some low res thing. That's hard. Milk. What could be A? Head. Is that a woman? Like, what is this one? Is that a woman's head? I don't know. Could be much. Could be a ton of different things. What is going to be A? Maiden. Oh, man. Let's take a look at Wikipedia just to get a better sense of how these things work. This is the entry for rebus. If they don't want to do a German rebus, that's just going to confuse us more. So H plus ear equals here. It makes sense. P walk arc. Walk in the park. It uses the positioning of words or parts of words in relation to each other to convey hidden meaning. Q8 could be Kuwait, and 8 could be 8. Yeah, makes sense. So I'm looking for something that like sounds like it, but Voltaire. Two hands below the letter P, and then the number 100 below. Picture of a handsaw. Rebus pebbles on U.S. beers. I mean, I get the basic idea, for sure. This is just kind of a very different application of it. Let's just see some examples. Can I actually get them loaded? Because it doesn't do me much to see text here. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh, here's one. Somewhere over the rainbow. That's easy. Happy hour. Okay, so these are just way too easy. Alright, I don't know. It's not really going to help us that much, it looks like. Yeah, there's one big red. So, I mean, there are kind of two puzzles here, right? Like, one is we have to figure out the word we're solving for, which I think is maiden, based on the note. We don't know that for sure, but it seems that way.
The word you seek is the thing itself.
Which, and the thing itself is a maiden, or it could be called Iron Maiden. In the game, they just call it Maiden, though. They don't say Iron Maiden, which surprises me. But I could spell iron right there with these three. But I have no idea how we're going to do Maiden, other than that could be the N at the end, but we can't use it twice. Oh, sorry. I'm not even on the game screen. My bad. My bad. All right. Two. I mean, so it could be two. It could be two eyes. Hey, Trade Man. Thank you so much for the 11 months, Trade Man. Much appreciated. Thank you. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. The problem, I don't think we can do both Iron and Maiden. I think we can only do one of them. And Iron clearly doesn't work. So it feels like it's got to be maiden, but I don't even know how we're doing M. Or even D. I don't see D in any of these. Horse, running, comb, hat, milk jug, milk bottle, turtle. How are we doing D? Maybe it's just not maiden. I don't know. Woman, two eyes. E. Two iron, two maiden, two.
The word you seek is the thing itself.
I think it's maiden. If it were going to be thing, what would be T? I don't really see anything that would be... Oh, maybe turtle. What would be G, though? Maybe running... Turtle. We need an H, though. Turtle. T is for turtle. H is for hat. I is for I. N is for N. What is G? Girl? Maybe this is girl? No, that didn't work. So they don't each represent one letter, which would be too convenient. Let me just try something. Maybe this is mare. May. We still don't have an N though. Oh man. Is there anyone else we can talk to? Frank Morgan in the chapel. We could talk to what's his name at the top of the stairs. I don't think any of them is gonna have info, but let's just go to make sure. Malcolm obviously won't talk to us anymore. So I think we can only talk to Abraham and Frank Morgan. Yeah, because we can't go in the basement or the wing. The women's wing. Cupboard.
It belonged to my father. It was the only thing good I ever got from him.
I should have saved it, by the way, but whatever.
You're fun. Thanks for...
Okay, yeah, nothing new with him. Alright, let me just do a maiden save here. It all depends on how you interpret the symbols, I suppose, but I'm kind of encouraged that you can spell iron. I don't know how we're going to do the rest, considering you can only use one symbol. You can only use each symbol once. So I'm just going here just to make sure there's no new dialogue choices. Probably will not be.
Welcome.
Yeah, how's it going, Vorpal? Yeah, it's definitely that sort of puzzle where, like, if you see it and, right, you know the logic, right, and yeah, it can be frustrating, I get it. Okay, yeah, no, nothing new with him. Okay, makes sense. Let's go back. I mean, part of, again, it's like it's a two-step puzzle. If we don't know the word we're solving for, then we're really screwed, because, right, we're trying to solve for something that isn't right. But then even if we know the word we're solving for, We still have to figure out how to get to that word. The word you seek is the thing itself. So, I mean, if there's one thing we can say, it's definitely a one-word answer. So maybe, by that definition, it can't be Iron Maiden, because that's 2 words. And they call it here Maiden. So even though we can spell iron, iron clearly isn't right, because it hasn't worked. And it can't be Iron Maiden, because he said it's only 1 word, and iron isn't working. So maybe we ditch the maiden, we ditch the iron, and we go for maiden. So if we go for maiden, that would get us the N. Now this either gets us the I, so like the 3rd letter, or, because I don't think it's going to be 1 symbol for each of the 6 letters in maiden. That's unlikely. It's more likely 1 symbol represents 2 or more letters. This could be mare, but maybe. This could also be man. Both of them start M-A. Maybe the I is the I. I don't know. So none of these, the problem is none of these seem to me to feature a D at all. Maybe. What could this be? Running, jumping, skipping, hopping, jogging, lunging. Nothing has a D in it. If this isn't comb, what is it? Dentures? Teeth? I feel like if our dentures would be horizontally aligned. Hard to say. Hat, magic hat. Oh yeah, that could be magic. I mean, probably not, but that could be another MA. Milk, jug, bottle. I. I think this is obviously the I. What could be the A? So if it's one of the MAs, and then this is I, that's N, we would just need DE. I don't see DE anywhere. Dame? It all depends on how you interpret the symbols. Double I. I'm assuming this is milk probably just because it's a light color, but it might not be milk. It could just be a bottle of something else. I don't know. Well, it would have to be probably only a single symbol and then the N. But does it ever work like that, where a symbol is only one syllable, even though the symbol itself is multiple syllables? Man, maybe the fact that I'm struggling with this might be an indication that it's just not maiden. It's not the word I seek is the thing itself. Maybe the word I seek is the thing itself is a symbol. That's what they're called. Could it be a symbol? Probably not, but yeah, they do call them symbols. The thing, so it's not a plural though. Symbol. It's not how a rebus works. Yeah, I didn't think so. It didn't seem like that was working. You just can't take part of the sound without explicitly subtracting it. So in other words, like let's say this is hat. I couldn't just have ha. I couldn't just take like this, like HA. I'd have to include the T as part of my total thing. Yeah, I see what you're saying. maybe that's a maid, I don't know. And then maid N. There too. Didn't quite work. Yeah, makes sense, thank you. That's not a maid. Maid N. So mare. Maybe I'm trying to. The word I seek is the thing itself. Maybe this is rebus. Do I need to spell? Okay, let's just make a list of things this could be. Rebus, puzzle. I liked my iron idea, but that didn't work. Puzz. Up. We don't have a P. Rebus. We do have RE. How are we going to spell bus? We don't have a school. Is this a bus? Looks like a comb to me. Is it a bus? It is not. Rebus puzzle. But they said it was one word. So we do have RE. Okay, so that's actually somewhat encouraging. So let's see if we can solve for bus. IN. What could that be if not a turtle? Or a tortoise? Shell. Body? Rebody? And I don't have a bus. If I just had a bus, that'd be fine, but we do not. Rebis. Bis. Biscotti. Biscotto. Rebus. Could be riddle. Probably not. It's very meta, whatever it is. I think we dismissed the idea of the Iron Maiden just because, even though we have iron, maiden, or that's more than one word. Okay, I think I'm going to lower my desk here. Okay. Rebus. Puzzle. Thing. It's just very hard to figure out what some of these symbols mean, or what they would stand for. Horse. Horse. Two. Most of these I just don't see, like, these three are obviously easy and work. The rest of them, God, maybe this is man? There's not a lot of detail on it. Milk? What else could that be? Bottle, jug, glass, hat, top hat, magic hat. Tortoise, turtle. Woman, she maybe? She She and he. No. I couldn't do this. Did this get pushed in? Yeah. She herself is not a maiden, so Iron Maiden didn't work. I wonder what the role, if this is a 2, I wonder if that'd have some word like you could, it doubles what comes after it or something like that. Like ZZ. The ZZ in puzzle.
It's an authentic antique from the Spanish Inquisition.
Antique. Teak. So there's the word teak, T-E-A-K. What does that mean? It's a tropical hardwood tree. Hardwood. Yeah, teak wood, that's right. Is there anything here made of wood? Not really. Antique. Yeah, I don't think stereoscope is going to be it. Maybe I need to up my contrast. Hang on a second. Let me up my monitor settings. My brightness. Okay. Okay. That's a little bit better, just so I can see if, yeah. Seeing these objects more clearly helps define them. I don't know how that wouldn't be a turtle or really a tortoise, technically speaking, but. These profile headshots, maybe they're heads, but then I'd have to say head. They could both work. It's probably unlikely, but that's one way I could get a D, because they're both heads. Bust. Maiden. Riddle. It feels like it needs to be a long word if I'm going to be putting it together with multiple syllables. But except for like stereoscope, Iron Maiden is 2 words. Not really working out. Runner, jogger, walker. See what else I can find out about rebuses. Literaryterms.net. Rebus is a code or reference where pictures, letters, or symbols represent certain words or phrases. During the Middle Ages, many families used rebuses to symbolize their family names or crests. In the modern age, rebuses are typically used in challenging riddles or puzzles, as we see here. Rebus, pronounced rebus, is derived from the Latin phrase non verbis sed rebus, meaning not by words but by things. Perhaps the simplest, most common rebus in use today is IOU for I owe you. Oh, symbols I hadn't considered. So in other words, a heart would be meaning love and would read in the Rebus translation as love instead of heart. What's one way to get out of doing the puzzle? Here, okay, there are a few more examples here. This explanation looks better than the others. Rebus in literature. Let's see, let me try to do is to be. It's an or, not to be. Yeah, to be or not to be. Yep. This rebus is inspired by Shakespeare's famous line from the play Hamlet. Ugh. Yeah, so I'm thinking, obviously, the Roman numeral 2 could equal 2, or 2 I's. Two. Yeah, tough part is, like, it's not... We have to solve the word we're solving for before we solve for it. But we don't get any... We have no way of knowing what word we're solving for until we actually solve it. So it's a bit chicken or egg. I think the most straightforward thing would be to say maiden is the word we're solving for, but I'm just not getting May. So let's see, May could be like the month of May. So if we saw like a 5 on a calendar, we'd be good, but we obviously do not see that. Maid. If it's the word May, then I'd just be choosing one symbol and then the N. Maid, N. Maid, N. No. It's not. Is this a maid? Wait a minute, do some of them make louder sounds than others? Some of them don't make sounds at all. The RE did. That's light. The comb did. That one did. Alright, maybe I'm looking too much into this, but maybe only the ones that make the sound are part of the answer. So that makes a very loud one. Oh, that one didn't. Oh, it does when you pop it out. Is this random? Oh, it's random. Yeah, it seems randomized. Okay, never mind. It's random whether it makes a sound or not. That's kind of weird. Why didn't they just do a sound for all of them? Or maybe it's telling me, it's giving me feedback if I do it correctly. That was very loud. Yeah, okay, I have no idea then with the sounds. Damn. So if it's Rebus, we have RE, but we don't have a bus. If it's Maiden, we have iron, but we don't have... Maybe that's a maid. I don't know what N would be, though, if we've already used it for iron. A nag for the horse. Iron Maiden, Maydag. Alright, do I need to use another hint here? Let's think. Antique. And... yeah, we don't have wood for teak. Word. Woman. War. No. We need a longer syllable. We need at least probably at least a 3-syllable word. Maybe 2, but probably 3. I think only stereoscope. Yeah, we have 4-letter word there. Huh. Oh. Is there any other reference in game that would help us with this? You had the X-ray machine. You had the date. St. Mark's Eve. Freezer. Ugh. Damn. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to bring up UHS. I can spell iron. Iron. That's pretty easy, but it only gets us so far. Made. Maybe. If there's something here that said MADE, I don't know which one it would be. As in, like, I made this for you. Oh, all right. I'm definitely getting tired too. Not good. All right. Yeah. Let's see what UHS says. Too bad. All right. So, I have to get this back here. Firefox. Okay. All right. I guess this is a secret area. This is the dungeon. How do I get into the dungeon? How can I tell what is in the fear box? How do I get into the Iron Maiden? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you gotta love that for Alright, you have to identify the contents of the finger box before you can even try it. Yeah, we did that, which is the Ankh. Talk to Paul about the puzzle. We did that. He will tell you that Malcolm kept a reminder in the safe. Yeah, we know that. That's the word you seek is the thing itself. What did you get from the safe that might hold a clue? The egg. So this is probably going to tell me how to break the egg with the nutcracker. You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Put the egg in the nutcracker to get a clue. The slip of paper says the word you seek is the thing itself. Yeah. So the first part of this puzzle is what is the word we're solving for. Right? So look on the buttons for Rebus code meaning the thing itself. Ooh, okay, so that's interesting. Let's think about that for a second. So rather than something meaning maiden or Rebus, it could be some other word entirely, maybe? Rebus code meaning the thing itself. Oh god. Getting very meta here. So I don't know if that is, here, actually, I'll leave that up there. I mean, I've been trying the thing itself. It just all depends on what the thing itself means, right? But maybe it's just, I have to try to make words from what we see. And maybe one of those words will mean the thing itself. So maybe I've been approaching the puzzle in the wrong way. I've been thinking of the word to solve for rather than what words can I make that would then mean the thing itself. So that's an interesting way to interesting way to put it. Think about it. Milk, milky. The thing I've been getting hung up on, he says the word you seek. So it feels like we're only looking for a single word, not like a phrase or, multiple words, like Iron Maiden, for example. But if we were to do multiple words or a phrase, obviously it could in and of itself be a word. Tune. Torso. Hat. Hey, Snatcher. Thank you so much for the gift sub to Vorpal. Thank you, appreciate it, Snatcher. 45 gift subs. Thanks so much, Snatcher. And you're right, that gives, now Vorpal doesn't have to worry about the ads. Problem solved indeed. Assuming Twitch is good enough to now suppress the ads. Thank you, Snatcher. Alright, hat milk. Hat milk. That maybe? No. I don't see a T though. Turtle. So this could be 2, right? Which is useful. So tune, torse, toy, tune. Tone, no. To comb, to running, to milk. Tortoise, shell. To what? To head, no. Head to? Reto, iTune, rent, to comb. At Milk Horse Comb. Of course, why didn't I see that sooner? Comb. Honeycomb? There's no honey though, right? No bee. That could represent even honey. Unless this isn't milk. Nigh to Nigher. Norse code, Morse code. I can spell iron, but the iron didn't work. All right. I think we'll need to look deeper for something that will actually be helpful. You'll need to push 3 buttons in sequence. Okay, so now they're telling us the number. I mean, I pushed iron. That's not... If I could have asked for... whoops, not them. If I could have asked for something like, what about the puzzle I would want to know? I'd want to know what the word I'm solving for ahead of like the number we need to push. Cracking things at milk. Ugh. So, I mean, I did iron, right? But that doesn't open it up. I'm assuming, maybe I shouldn't assume. I would think once you enter the right 3 symbols, it'll just open. Yeah, so it's definitely not iron. Maybe this woman's name is May. Probably not. This is not... I mean, in some ways it's helpful because it eliminates some possibilities, but it doesn't necessarily put me on the right track is the problem I'm having with that hint. I don't know, this is a rare case. I don't think... I mean, maybe I'll feel differently once we know what it is. And it'll all make sense in retrospect. At the moment, I don't feel like UHS is putting me on the right track. Like, it's a rare case. Usually they're very good about that. I'd rather they helped me figure out what the word I'm solving for is. But they're not really doing that. Instead, to tell me how many steps it takes to get there, which is... If I don't know where I'm going, how many steps it takes is not going to get me any closer to figuring out what it is. Antique. Rebus. So in order, if it were rebus, right? Or maybe does one of these objects represent a puzzle, like the word itself? I don't see. If so, maybe it's the comb. I don't know. If I had a bus in here, I could do rebus and then the word, like a puzzle, like a jigsaw puzzle piece or something for a puzzle. I don't know. Doesn't seem to work. Thing itself. Nothing here represents it. Self. I mean, one of the people could represent self, but maybe. Thing. Thing itself. What is a thing? This is some sort of thing. Yeah, it doesn't get me any closer to figuring this out. The thing itself. Stereoscope. Can't be stereoscope. It's not really a riddle. Oh yeah, word I have here. Again, I'm not seeing anything with a D. We're making a D sound. Alright, back to this. Can you form Iron Maiden by pushing the buttons? They said I'm looking for a word, not 2 words. So I was on the right track with one of the... with what we were solving for. But in 3 symbols? I can spell iron. But that takes 3. Maiden. Alright, so now at least they told me what we're solving for is Iron Maiden. Which is also weird because they call it just Maiden in the game, not Iron Maiden. Now on the other hand, I did have that as one of the possibilities, but... I think we just have to assume that's just Maiden. So how can we get iron without... in 2? So maybe if we just assume this is Maiden. How do we get iron in 2 symbols instead of 3? Because I can't. I already tried 4. That doesn't work. So, iron. I think we have to eschew the RE because maybe we could do without it. Ren, Iron Man. No. Unless one of these things is Ren or Ire. Ire could be like anger, right? Iron Maiden. Oh my god. Did they say the whole thing was 3? Yeah, no, they said the whole thing is 3 buttons in sequence. If the next thing is no, you can't, I'm gonna be pissed. Complete troll. Iron Maiden. So a lot of this is just coming down to what the April Fool's your chest. A lot of this is just coming down to whatchamacallit. Yeah, probably. I think it comes down to what some of these symbols represent, right? And well, I've seen like the simple versions of these before, right? Why, Snatcher, do you know what it is, and are you annoyed? So, like, you know, I've been calling this comb, for example, right? What if this is like, oh, that represents an iron bar? Like, oh, you did read the rest of it? The whole problem is, right, if something represents something, I'm just not seeing what it represents. There's no way for me to really get it. I mean, I've been calling this a horse, but maybe it's a donkey or God knows what, you know. Maybe it's not even an animal at all. Maybe it's some sort of like Rorschach ink blot and it's really is like puddle or something. Like, who knows, you know. So it makes sense. The way I'm interpreting the symbols, it makes sense. It's not coming together for me, probably. Because probably, you know, this could be man, head, but maybe it's something else entirely. Profile. I mean, same with this, right? And who's to say, like, why would this represent maiden anyway, right? It doesn't make much sense. Now, if it were me, right, if I were going to represent the word Iron Maiden in 3 symbols, I would have, like, some sort of... I mean, it doesn't help that this isn't in color, right? If you could have colors to work with, it's easier to communicate more efficiently. But I'd have, like, an object that was made out of iron, right? I'd have a calendar icon with a 5 on it to represent the month of May. And then I'd have like a den of lines or something like that. That's the way I would go. That's the way I would think you would like represent those pieces. But yeah, that's not the way the game is going about it, apparently. Yeah, hey Glitch. Yeah, I'm pretty stumped for the reasons I've been describing. Yeah, clothes iron could work, certainly. Yeah. Right, I'm not seeing that here. An inn, yeah, like inn, right. Although inn is kind of hard to represent in pictorial form, but maybe if it was high resolution, you could do enough with it. Milk bottle. See, like maybe instead of representing a hat or top hat, maybe this is like Monopoly piece. I'm like, oh, well, how did I not see that sooner? And what about this even looks like a maid or a maiden, right? Like nothing really. Other than it sort of looks like a person's like profile of their head, and they've got a little bit more hair than this one. Like, I'm really grasping at straws here. Oh, thanks, Glitcher. We've been looking at UHS, but so far it's been of little help. Yeah, exactly, Ted. Like, some of them are not... I mean, I've been assuming this is a turtle, but it could be... I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's, like, 15 other things. Piece of broccoli. Ire. Okay, thanks, Glitch. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. Usually UHS is good at, like, narrowing you in. I mean, it's not that I have extensive experience with it. Sometimes, though, I used to, like, years ago, sometimes after I finish a game, I'm like, oh, I'm curious the way UHS would have hinted, like, right, some puzzle which I found pretty complex or something. And usually they do a pretty good job of, I'm like, oh, that's a pretty clever way of, like, getting the person there. Ah, your stamps have the queen on them, okay. Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like, right, what you might find of, like on a coin. Like American coins have a lot, obviously just male present. Although I guess there's, like, Susan B. Anthony and Sacagawea and so forth. But yeah, it's kind of like the side profile. So I think these are both people, and I'm guessing man and woman, but these are... I have very little to go with here, obviously. I was trying to find a way to do iron, like... Obviously this is iron, right? But if we can only do it in 3, and I need to also spell maiden, which is 2 words, by the way, which is also bullshit, so... If the answer is really spelling out Iron Maiden, already the game has... lost it, because they said the word you seek. So it's telling you that it's 1 word, but in fact it's actually 2. And it's further misleading because they describe this as just maiden, not Iron Maiden. So, obviously I'm familiar enough with the term to have thought that Iron Maiden was a possibility, but it's still kind of bullshit because they're suggesting the solution is actually 1 word, not 2. And this spells 1 word, but it's not it, iron. All right, yeah, Glitch. I think I'll take you up on your offer, Glitch, because I don't think UHS is coming out of this. Doesn't seem to be coming at it from the right way. A piece of broccoli. So what else could this be other than comb? Teeth? Because technically comb have teeth, right? I said dentures earlier. Maybe it's a centipede or something? A caterpillar? Oh, it could be a coin, but like looked at it from a side view of all like the grooves. Oh, okay. Thanks for the heads up, Snatcher. Yeah, so it's probably better we just have glitch provided. Your main conclusion. Hey, Gow. Picking the 11th one if this turns into a game of Monopoly. Oh, that could be 11. 1, 1, 2. E. Pillars. Yeah, that's why I was saying, oh, that could be standing for a Monopoly piece, right? Not even top hat. Maybe this is like maybe this is like a train car or something. Or it could be the bus, right? Bus. And I just need something representing puzzle. Maybe that's a puzzle piece, not a turtle. No. Looking at the icons on the bottom row, think about what the figures are doing rather than what they are. The answer here isn't too moon logic-y. Okay, thank you, Glitch. Boom, boom, boom. Let's update this. Okay, think about what they're doing. So a horse. So rather than a horse, it's galloping, riding, walking, running. I mean, this could be running, right? I said that before. I don't even know what this is. I think it's a comb, but I don't know what it's doing. This could be like looking, seeing, waiting, watching. The milk is spoiling. I mean, it's probably these two, right? Because these two are like the action ones, sort of. Standing. Running, jumping, walking. I mean, I said all those things before. What gets me to maiden? I run. Wait. I run. And that's just a maiden? How is that a maiden, though?
I want to go home, Dad.
Hang in there, Josh. We'll figure this out soon.
I mean, obviously I guessed it was a maiden before just because, like, there's not much to work with there, but geez, like, it's still kind of shitty. I think they could have taken the same puzzle, like, hey, we want to do a Rebus puzzle. I just feel like the execution could be could have been a lot better. Thank you, Glitch. Yeah, I am curious now. Do you guys want to see what the one that gave it away was gonna be? Let's take a look. How about I run and made it? Yeah, this is not the best. And then it's probably gonna just tell you which. I bet you. So this is hint 11. I bet you the next three are basically just gonna say, "Oh, pick the one that looks like an eye." And then the next one is like, think about which character is running. Like, right? Oh, it hints the next puzzle. Okay, don't. All right, good. I'm glad I didn't then. Thank you. All right. So what do we have here? Okay, the stereoscope.
Isn't it lovely? It allows you to see things the way you would like them to be.
Oh, sorry.
It unleashes your inner vision. Give it to me, and I'll tell you how to get to Josh.
You use 2 icons for one word and then 1 icon for one word. I mean, no, I think that to me that part is fine. Here's actually the issue I had with it. I spelled Iron Maiden by doing the I, right, which was right, and the Maiden the woman or side profile thing. I had both of those correct, but instead of having the run icon, I had R-E and N, iron, right? So run, but it's spelled like it's pronounced iron, right? They should have had an earn, honestly. Iron maiden, right? It's fine if they want to do like a little bit of a different pronunciation, but then you have to also accept R-E and N, iron, right? That was like a perfectly acceptable alternative. That was no different or any less accurate than the 3 it ended up being. And you could say they could have given me the stipulation that I had to pick 3, but that stipulation was not given, right? There was no indication of how many symbols it had to be. So that to me is kind of bullshit, because I actually did spell out, with the rules of Rebus, Iron Maiden. Right. That kind of is a little bit of BS there, I will say.
Chickened out, did you? Come on. It probably won't kill you.
Okay, so we can't take it without it closing on us and us getting hurt. Alright, so we need some way to extract it, apparently. Look at the spikes.
Over 400 years old and still sharp. Isn't that amazing?
Isn't it amazing?
The spikes are strategically placed to miss your vital organs. The odds of your surviving are actually pretty high. Almost 50-50.
Yeah, but at the same time, if they're strategically placed, wouldn't they have to customize it for each person? Because every person's a different size, and therefore their organs would be in the different located in a different spot relative to the spikes. Okay, thanks, Glitch. I mean, do you guys see what I'm saying though about I got to the same answer, Iron Maiden, with 4 symbols? All right, can we like lasso this somehow with the rope? Like Indiana Jones style, like with a whip? No.
If you use it on someone, be sure to
quiet
take
you. Okay. I still have this lance. It worked on the key, but it's not working there. I mean, plenty of these objects might work, or could work. Club and a bone. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I chose I-R-E-N and then the maiden. Prop the case open with the club. Look, can I not? Oh, take the stereoscope now. Okay, there we go. I went to an interesting exhibit that included stereoscopes. Who is that? Oh, is that me? Oh, now I'm going under the axe. It's another possessed object. We're in a time trap puzzle.
Stop struggling.
Okay, how am I gonna do this? Rope. Can I just use the bone to something? No. Well, first of all,
it's only gonna hurt for a moment.
Let me see what my options are. We have a table.
We found a conventional table didn't give us enough control over placement and angle of the cuts. Trust me.
I trust no one. Not even Joshua. Okay, so it looks like we have table. What is it?
Okay. It's getting closer.
Why does it sound like it's hydraulics? Okay, wheel.
Last thing each night, we'd sharpen everything up for the next day. Malcolm hated dull tools. Any minute now.
I can't target the rope. Okay, I can't go right more. What is this? Oh, wheel. Alright, so we have wheel and the table. Oh, no, am I dead? Okay. That was kind of a lame death, though, I will say. We didn't get to even a sound effect, or we didn't even get Paul's reaction to the death or anything. Yeah, exactly, Snatcher. That's why I think the game should have told you how many it had to be done in. Then I could have accepted that what I input wasn't accepted. Right, exactly, Snatcher, yeah. Alright, so before we restore... hey, BDR. Yeah, we got done... We recently finished BDR, a pretty troll puzzle. Or not troll, but... I would say flawed and poorly designed puzzle that didn't accept... basically an identical answer to the one that was the correct one. So, a little bit salty about that. Okay, so let's think about this rope situation, or the axe situation. So we have the table, and we have the wheel. I don't think the wheel is connected to the axe. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be the table we have to deal with. Probably. We've got a bone. Like, I don't understand. Are we restrained? I don't understand what our situation is. Do we have use of our hands and stuff? We had to spell Iron Maiden, and I got the I and the maiden part. So the key part was the Ren. Or iron, earn. Their solution was to pick a figure that's running. That's for run. So I run, maiden. And instead I picked the letters R-E and the letter N. To have Iron Maiden. They wanted I run, maiden. Even though it's I earn, maiden. So I would have had a icon of an urn, like a vase. That's the way I would have designed it. It would have been a better pronunciation, a better fit for what the end was. And also, the other flaw, it was just poorly designed too. Malcolm's reminder to himself was the word you seek. One word. Instead, the game actually needs 2 words. So that was another problem. So it was a multi-faulty puzzle. Alright, so what are we going to do about this trap? We have the rope, and we've got the bone. Those are, to me, the 2 most likely ones. Maybe the lance, but probably not going to be reused again. So let's just try the bone first. The rope seems hard because like the axe is just going to cut through a rope. By the way, can I take the club back? You can.
I think it'll hold.
But you don't know. Let's look at these objects.
If you use it on someone, be sure to take up the tension slowly. Otherwise, they die right off.
Yeah, see, I don't know if we're free. Let's pay attention to what he says. We obviously, since we only have a first-person visual, we can't see our situation. Like, I don't know if my arms are tied or whatever, or I'm just like lying there on my own free will because I'm cursed. No, not the box, the bone.
Ugh. This was once part of a real person.
Oh, we have the hammer too. I don't think I've used the hammer. Could throw the hammer on the table. Yeah, these are all a little bit strange. We also have not used the glass, but hard to think of what that would do. Maybe I need to throw. If I could target the rope that the axe is hanging. Actually, yeah. Before we go here, let's just scout the situation. I want to get a little bit of a better visual for what we're dealing with here. Because it's kind of hard to tell when we're lying down. Okay, so this is not connected to a rope.
The trick here is not to let the blade cut too deeply and kill the patient.
Yeah, then you
Can't
suck.
cure a dead guy.
And why are you're not trying to cure me then?
We found a conventional table didn't give us enough control over placement and angle of the cuts.
Okay, so like our arms are here and our legs are going there, I guess?
Well, that's the spirit. Too bad I'm not there to throw the lever for you.
And here's the wheel.
Last thing each night, we'd sharpen everything up for the next day. Malcolm hated dull tools.
Okay, so I think our head is here, our arms are there, and then our legs are... We can't see because of the axe, but I think the other left leg is, diagonal that way. And the right leg is this way. Okay. I don't know. It looks like they're rope restraints, but they're not described. Probably fair to assume there is. So we can target the table and the wheel. This wheel is obviously not connected to the axe. So I really don't know what doing anything with the wheel would accomplish. Let's turn to the left, see if we can see anything. Not really. Okay. So... And the axe is moving too quickly to be able to target that. So we're left to either the table or we just do something in isolation. The bone to me seems interesting. Maybe even the wrench, because that's like a big object to kind of... I don't know. Music box, finger box, casket, the glass, a hammer. Yeah, well, one of those hints was just before you came in about the stupid Iron Maiden Rebus puzzle. I actually think Ren is closer to Iron. I think Ren is closer to Earn than Run is, but that's just me. I mean, you literally have to switch 2 letters to make Run work. Okay. This might take me more than the second attempt here. So, okay, so our hands are bound. So this is us, I guess. It's weird that's the first time we've seen ourselves. Well, maybe our hands aren't bound. Maybe that wasn't us. I don't know. Hard to tell. I guess it doesn't matter.
Stop struggling.
I need to move to the right, please. Oh, maybe struggling is what I need to do to get free. Does he say more stuff? No.
It's only gonna hurt for a moment.
There's a chain here. Yeah, let's see if I keep on struggling whether... Stop.
Trust me.
Does he get upset if I keep on moving? No. Okay.
Okay, it's getting closer.
Okay, so not bone.
Any minute now.
Hey, oh, you come on! You took away my item, dude. Rope. Oh, where's my hammer? Yeah, it's kind of janky. Like the game's just not very responsive, unfortunately. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Right. Yeah, especially in a timed puzzle, it sucks when half your inputs are not observed or respected. Does anyone have any theories about what this vision is of someone with their hands tied? Is that us? But we're not in that position on the axe. Under the axe on that table. Okay, so there's a handle that raises the axe. So maybe we have to do something with that handle, but I don't think I could. Come on.
Stop struggling.
Oh, you can have a handle. Okay, look at lever.
So, you're just like everyone else. You all look at that lever as if you could magically pull it. Instead, you should prepare for the pain. Accept the pain. Welcome the pain.
I will not.
Ha! As if you could reach it from there.
Okay, can I use my lance?
It's only gonna hurt for a moment.
No. So, is there any way I can like throw some? Can I lasso it? Oh. Hey, come on.
Trust me.
Hook, rope, and lever. Wow, it's like a tiny spot on there that you can even use.
The stereoscope. You dropped it. That was quite foolish, Oliver. Paul was ready to tell you the location of the secret room, but by destroying the stereoscope, you have killed him.
He was already
He
dead.
was your last hope of finding Joshua in time.
You're just saying that to troll us.
You killed him.
Oliver,
Marilyn?
Is that you?
go back to the crypt.
What are you doing here?
How did you get out of your room?
Before, I couldn't leave. Suddenly I could. I don't know why.
I can't find the key. Wait, where am I? Oh, to the crypt. Right. Oh yeah, that was the freezer thing.
I can't open the closet door behind Malcolm's study. He told me a riddle, but I don't get it. He said I'll find the key in the one who knows code.
Yeah, the
I guess
freezer.
I can't help much. All I know is that hydrotherapy gave me nose colds all the time, and Dr. Metcalf always called them rhinoviruses. Maybe that will help.
Yeah, rhino meaning nose. But, right, well that was my original thought, was to go there, but I didn't have access to the basement. Why the crypt?
What's in there?
That's where the entrance to the secret room is.
Oh, okay, so that's important. Alright, guess we can get rid of this. So, entrance is in crypt. Yeah, the crypt is, how to explain? Oh, it's below the chapel, and then also through the bookcase in his office. Sort of. Yeah, that's accurate, I suppose. So it's not the brick wall through the basement? Or maybe it is. I don't know, it still could be. Alright, one who knows colds. Hydrotherapy. Yeah, it's that basin, I thought. That was my first thought before I went to the freezer. But... do I have access to the basement? I still can't get to the basement because he took away the handle. No, apparently not. She couldn't have. Removed the skin.
Leave him alone.
I thought he was dead twice.
You can't. You killed him.
He was already dead, man. He told us himself he was dead.
I preferred scalpels myself.
Oh, so now we're gonna get Malcolm commentary because Paul's not here to talk.
That was Paul's favorite tool. He always said it would open anything, animate or inanimate.
Oh, maybe we can take it now since he won't object. Yes. All right, so that'll probably but we use what we need to get the basin open in hydrotherapy room. The problem is we still need to find a way to get to the basement. Malcolm?
We have nothing to discuss, Oliver.
Yes, we do. We have the subject of the missing handle. Maybe I can use a substitute for the handle. If I can target that thing in the elevator, maybe that'll work.
Normally, I would stop the blade after it made the first few cuts. My goal was to shock the patient to his senses through the studied application of fear and pain. We did lose a few patients, but the number is statistically insignificant.
So, how is he not held accountable, like, by any other staff, or wasn't there like a board of the asylum? Like, who was running and funding this place? He just had carte blanche to do whatever the hell and kill people, and no one questioned anything.
Fascinating. Shelves. Give up, Oliver. Go home.
I am home, Dad.
It's just a bucket, Oliver. Move on.
Take it.
You are never more infuriating than when you try to be humorous.
I think we're pissing him off. I like this.
A dull tool is like a dull mind. Neither gets the job done.
By the way, I looked up this voice actor. I think his name is Henry Stroger. He's did work in quite a few games.
Paul's design, actually. Quite clever.
You know.
Careful, Oliver. I may not let you escape twice.
Did you let me escape once? Even though I killed Paul, or so you claim, even though he was already dead. I just want to get his commentary. I know this is obviously not what we need to do to proceed, but taking a look.
Sometimes the anticipation of pain is as effective as pain itself. The cage was useful for creating that anticipation.
Bags.
Very effective for increasing the pain without inflicting more tissue damage.
Really? Sandbags? Interesting. Hey, Toonie. Welcome, welcome.
Barbaric, but it did produce results. It was more effective as a threat than as an actual device.
Yeah, that's what Paul said too. Pincers.
Quite effective. Not as good as thumb screws, but they sometimes produced results where nothing else would.
Can you elaborate?
I preferred scalpels, my
Yeah, I said that before. Slash.
most imprecise.
Mallet.
A clumsy tool at best, although Paul was partial to it.
Clumsy.
Barbaric.
We all have to die, Oliver. Who is to say that one way is worse than any other?
I'm to say. I'm to say.
I found it more effective with women than men. I'm
Oh,
not sure why.
I can guess. Based on Paul's description of how this worked.
I found it more effective with women than men.
Yeah, we don't need to go into the whys.
It's really wedged in there.
Can I take it back out?
It's jammed.
Okay, fair enough. Close the maiden.
It's stuck open.
Too bad. That was one of Paul's favorites.
Indeed. Well, I kind of like that he likes Paul, even though he was some sick, twisted guy, but... Alright, R.I.P. Part 2. He died for the second time. Apparently now his spirit is also dead. Alright, so we have the crowbar. So now the question is, how do we get into the basement? And on our way out, we might as well check in with, what's his name? Abraham.
You're fine. Thanks for playing.
No, okay, nothing new with him. If we had the club might be a good replacement for the handle in the elevator, but...
Oliver! Are you here?
I am.
Where are you?
It appears your wife has come looking for you.
I'm married?
Don't worry, I'll attend to her.
Please don't. I had no idea I had a wife. She hasn't been mentioned until now. That can't be good, whatever's happening. I think we do live in, like, the cottage across the lawn or something. I think we live on the grounds, but in a different building. I think one of the newspaper reports, or not, one of the museum exhibits or something said that. Are we going to find her in the main entrance?
She's not here anymore, Oliver. Rebecca has joined Joshua in the secret room. They're waiting for you.
At least she's alive. Alright. I'm gonna guess her name is also Metcalf. Alright, let's see if we can get there through find some way to replace the handle. Or maybe he's put it back himself. No. The question is, can we target... Oh, there she is.
Dad, Mom's here, and she's hurt. She's unconscious or something.
Is she bleeding?
I don't think so. She just won't wake up.
Try to stay calm, Josh. Now, I'll be there real soon.
I'll let her snuggle Freddy. Maybe that'll make her feel better.
If she's unconscious, it's not likely, but I appreciate the sentiment there, Joshua. Okay, we can target this.
There seems to be something missing.
the handle. All right, what do we have? Maybe the hammer could be used here. No. Damn. Well, the crowbar, I doubt it, because we need that for to open up the tub.
Paul would be very upset if he knew you took that.
Oh, how about the bone? No, damn. Seems like it would work. Ice pick is my... How about wrench? No. Tongs? I mean, not my first choice, obviously, but... Knife? No. Wait, if we look at it, does he say...
I've taken away the handle. Or if you persist in your nonsense, you took it away yourself.
I did not. So can we not, That's not... Did he put it back in the office? I didn't see it there. Or at least it wasn't in the original location. Ice pick. So nothing seems to be working with that. Finger box, music box. Yeah, none of these objects are working there. Maybe I have to... Maybe it's like a multi-part... Maybe I have to fashion the handle out of a couple of objects? Probably not, but... It's better than finding an alternate way into the basement. Wait, oh, maybe they unlocked the, remember I kept on saying why couldn't we go to that area there? Downstairs? The ground floor? It is BDR, it is. Maybe they've unlocked that area? Probably not. Yeah, like, why isn't this... It looks like the elevator door, but it's not. And it's below that, but... So it's still not an option. Wait, still have nothing to discuss?
We have nothing to discuss, Oliver.
Well, you seem to certainly be saying plenty of things whenever I do something that annoys you. So we need to get in the crypt. The key to get to that through that door is in the basement in the hydrotherapy room. To get to the basement, we need to use the elevator. But to use the elevator, we need to replace the handle. So I guess if I don't have any... Maybe we have to acquire the handle back from the... I guess we have to go back to his office, maybe, to get it.
There seems to be something missing.
Yeah, we can't fashion our own handle. We still have not used the bone. And I don't think the hammer either. Definitely not the glass, too. I did get into the safe, yes. That was another really frustrating part. At first, it was definitely my fault because I heard tapping on the picture, but you actually have to tap on the frame. But so initially, before I knew it was the frame, I was using the stethoscope on the picture. Then I figured out it was the frame, so I was tapping all over the frame, but he says it sounds the same all over. And then it was only much later until I figured, oh wait, I have to use... My original idea with using the stethoscope was correct, but I have to do it on the frame and not the picture, the canvas. Oh god, I'm sure I will. Alright, so this is originally where the handle was, but it's clearly not there now. Let me get the... Now this kind of looks like it would be useful, but we can't pick those up.
Those came from the fireplace in the Great Hall at Berkeley Castle in England. Those are gifts from colleagues all over the world.
Oh, we should look up Paul in the computer. Because why not? Now, I know this isn't going to help us get to the basement area, but I'm just curious what the entry on himself. Paul Becker is his name. Paul Becker, no nickname, not applicable. Next of kin, Robert Becker, his brother. Everybody lives in Blackstone. Criminal sociopathy. The patient had committed one or more murders for which he felt no remorse, including his best friend or something. Prefrontal lobotomy was the course of treatment, but he was discharged for complete recovery. Yeah, so he could help out in mutilating people and torturing them. This is one of many well-documented cases where a patient's IQ actually increased after a lobotomy. Mr. Becker recovered sufficiently to be later employed by Dr. Metcalf as an assistant. Lovely. Let's just see if he says anything different when we try to go through the door there.
You haven't found that key yet? I was sure Malcolm's riddle had something to do with a rhinovirus.
Oh, so is it not in that location? Oh, rhinovirus meaning the rhino in the hall. Wow, so that's a little bit of misdirection. Okay. So we don't have to get to the basement after all. Wow, that's quite several leaps. So it's one who knows the cold. But instead of being an area where it is cold, you have to know that you get nose colds by being in a place where it's cold, and a nose cold is known as a rhinovirus, which will lead you to the rhino here in the hall. Like, really? See, I'm glad I clicked on that because it wasn't the same response from him that time.
Your grandfather was quite the hunter. I never cared for blood sports myself.
All right, we don't have the rope anymore. This looks high off the grid. Do I have to use the lance? Yeah, hit the rhino with the lance. Yeah, no, she said rhinovirus downstairs, but she also said it was in the basement, right? Which is what was my original thought of where that could be anyway.
This should get me into that closet.
All right. Still, from Oliver's, or not Oliver's perspective, from Malcolm's perspective, that's kind of a shit clue. All he said is one who knows the cold. And so, do you think a rhino knows the cold? I'm saying even if they gave you, the game gave sufficient hits to get that. So I'm not complaining about that. I'm complaining about Malcolm. That's a shit thing for Malcolm. Like, it's several leaps to get there. Alright, so this will send us back to the crypt. Wait, did I look at it? I think yeah, I did. Okay. Unlock door. I don't think we're gonna have to open that freezer, by the way.
Open the sarcophagus, Oliver. Open your father's tomb. Your queen commands you.
Oh, it's Mary, Queen of Scots, also known as Willoughby. Lavinia Willoughby. Okay, so this is done. Alright, let's do another save here. Are we strong enough to get this open, though?
My final resting place, or it will be as soon as this evening's work is done.
So that's where the entrance to the secret room is, through here.
Can't lift it.
All right, use the crowbar. So how did he...
Get inside the sarcophagus, Oliver. Don't be afraid. It's the only way.
Whatever you say, ma'am. Look in sarcophagus. Oh, hi. So how did Malcolm move around both our son and our wife?
It is all that remains of my earthly form.
As a dead guy.
The rest has disintegrated.
Lovely. Can I, burn you up somehow? Is this part of your earthly form? Do you need another bone? Apparently not. Here, I'm gonna smash you up. No. Here, we'll merge your totem with your person.
We have nothing to discuss, Oliver.
Oliver. Smashy. Oh. Get in sarcophagus. Fun with Dad. Did not expect that.
You are too late, Oliver. They are not here.
Oh.
You have refused to see things my way. So I have begun to train Joshua, as I warned you I would.
What?
Once I am sure he is mine, you will no longer be of value. It saddens me to kill you. I have done my best as a parent to educate you, and clearly I have not succeeded.
Clearly.
I genuinely regret that we could not have been closer. I know I have failed you in some way, but I also know that you have failed me. Goodbye, Oliver.
Dad, Grandpa came and got us. Mom's sick, but Grandpa told me how to wake her up.
Uh-oh.
I might have to hurt her a little, but Grandpa says it's okay.
Oh, God.
Listen to me, Joshua. Go up to the attic and open the box at the top of the stairs.
I'm not supposed to go up there by myself.
It's all right, Joshua. There's something up there that will make your mom better.
Well, okay.
All right, well, it's not a bad end, so that's good news. I thought it could have easily have gone that way. Like, oh, you were too late. You ended up, you were 6 hours behind schedule, and we just... Oh, God. So we have a case.
Look your last, Oliver. Soon you and your friends will all be dead.
No.
After all Malcolm did to that poor boy, now this.
Lock it.
Malcolm means to destroy all of us. You must destroy him first.
I'll try. Lighter.
Take it, if you think it'll help.
Is this okay, Dad?
No, it's not.
Don't worry about your dad, Joshua. He can't help you right now. But together, you and I will make sure that your mom gets better.
Oh, God. Who says she has a mental illness that needs treatment? Handkerchief.
Now's not the time for frills and lace, lad.
Hey, that's not the owner of the handkerchief. All right, what else is here? Seamus. Oh, our dad's still here.
It is all that remains of my earthly form.
So
The
that might-
rest has disintegrated.
So that might be the elevator back up. Oh, what have we here? Clippings.
That's Elizabeth McGuire, your first victim as the Dark Figure.
Oh, God. Yeah, well, we shouldn't be surprised about that.
You probably don't remember, but that's a tunnel to your house. It comes up behind a secret panel in your cellar.
Oh, lovely. Okay, we'll try opening that in a minute. Let's just see what's on the last screen here. Nothing, apparently. Okay. Can we open the door?
No. No more games. You will stay here. Joshua will become mine. And you will die.
I like games.
Take the small case and bring it downstairs.
Is this the one?
That's the one, Joshua. Now be careful with it. It has a very sharp razor inside.
Oh, God. That we're gonna use to slice... You're gonna use to slice and dice your mom, apparently. Alright, so apparently we might need some of these items. So I'm gonna guess we need to break through the case. Perhaps with the hammer? Smash the case.
It's too small.
The hammer's too small or the case is too small? Use the bone. No. Crowbar? Break the case.
No, Oliver. I am the master here.
What is that supposed to mean? Can we cut a hole in it with this sharp glass? Here, throw the wrench at it. No. The lance has come in handy several times. No, not this time. So we can't take these things directly, even though she invited us to. Still no talking to Malcolm?
Be quiet, Oliver. I'm concentrating.
Smashy smash. Let's put his totem in there and see how he likes it. Oh. Wait, what was that? Yeah, well, we've had that carve up option before.
What are you doing? Stop. That was foolish, Oliver.
The sneaky bastard! His spirits moved to the damn journal!
He doesn't seem as strong as he was before.
I like that. So we did try carving it up like very early in the game. But apparently he's like, oh, do you hate me that much? But now I guess you have like motivation to do it. Okay, so this is the journal, right? Because that was her diary. So this is his journal. We don't have like a lighter to burn this. Can I just like carve this as well? No. Excuse me. Select this. Rip up the journal.
Stop, Oliver. No more. I'm warning you.
The skull! He's in the skull!
Each object you destroy seems to reduce his power.
Wait, what skull? Of the doll? I don't think so.
After all Malcolm did to that poor boy.
Yeah, I thought I heard skull too. Hang on. Well, this... Wait, does it mean the skull of his body?
It is all that remains of...
Wait a minute. Wasn't the skeleton lying in the other direction before? I seem to remember that. So, I think he said skull. We have a bone, but that's not a skull bone. Yeah, I don't know. Skull? What could be a skull that he's talking about? Yeah, I could have sworn that... I guess I was wrong.
It is all that remains of my earthly form. The rest has disintegrated.
There's no way to... Can we open the door now?
No. No more games. You will stay here. Joshua will become mine. And you will die.
Okay, so that's the same. Oh, shit.
I don't like this.
I know it's hard, Joshua, but it's the only way to help your mother.
Just the smarmy way he delivers that line should be enough to say, like, probably not a good person I should be listening to. So what skull?
Take it, if you think it'll help.
I still can't break the, Oh, wait, no, I need to use the crowbar for that. Is he weak enough I can break the case?
No, Oliver. I...
Oh. So what skull? Let me... I need to rehear what that said. Let's restore. Okay. How do we trigger... Maybe I don't even want to be triggering the cutscenes, actually. But
What are you doing? Stop! That was foolish, Oliver.
The sneaky bastard! His spirits moved to the damn journal!
He doesn't seem as strong as he was before.
Is this so?
Don't worry about your...
okay, rip up the journal.
Stop, Oliver. No more. I'm warning you.
The skull, he's in the skull.
Each object you destroy seems to reduce his power.
Yeah, so he said skull. I don't know what skull.
Take the small...
Is this the one?
That's the one.
Unless it's his body's skull, but... which would obviously make sense for him to, you know, the spirit to be there, whatever, but... Ah, okay, so it is. Smash skull now. Nice.
I warned you, Oliver.
I don't like this.
Okay, so we saw
I
that one
know
before.
it's hard, Joshua.
I assume he's in the painting now.
I'm sorry, Oliver. I tried to help you, but you wouldn't listen. I truly am sorry.
Yeah, let's get another save, actually. Talk to him.
I have said all I intend to say, Oliver. We have nothing further to discuss.
Someone's a bit testy. Can I poke a hole in him with this awl? No. I mean, there are plenty of things I could do to sort of cut him up. Crowbar is very useful in being destructive, but apparently not in this case. Hammer? No. Ice pick? Stabby stab stab stab? No. We still haven't found a use for this bone. Oh, the lighter. Can we take the lighter and burn him? We still would have to break the case, though. Can we do that yet? Yes. Nice.
Soon Joshua will be mine. Then I will deal with you.
Uh-oh.
Won't it hurt her?
Sometimes you have to hurt people in order to help them get better. It's one of the hard parts of being a doctor.
Oh, boy. So now we can take the lighter.
Good luck, Oliver.
Thank you.
I'm scared. Daddy, I don't want to do this.
It's the only way, Joshua.
Why can't we communicate back?
Do it on the count of 3.
Oh, God. Can we take any of the other items? Take the doll?
That won't help. You need to fight back.
A doll will very much help.
Leave that alone, Oliver. Can't you pay attention to what's happening to your own son?
we're getting like from our arch nemesis. We're getting a nice.
The locket won't help you.
That was hilarious. Burn him. Oh wait, flick later.
1, 2, 3.
Mama!
Oh. So wow, that's a death. So I guess I didn't. I guess my messing around was not good. So this is all a time trap. Okay, fair enough. All right, so I guess I won't have fun messing around.
What are you doing? Stop!
The sneaky bastard!
He doesn't seem as strong as he was before.
I mean, seem.
Stop, Oliver.
The skull, the skull.
Each object you destroy...
Quiet, you.
Dad,
Listen to me, Joshua.
I'm not supposed to go up there by myself.
It's all right, Joshua.
I'm glad we saw the death, though.
Okay.
Or rather, our wife's death, which apparently is the same as our death in this case. All right, I think it was the crowbar. Smashy.
I warn...
Is this okay?
Don't worry about your...
Okay, now we have to get the lighter. Smashy again.
Soon, Joshua. Take the small case.
Is this the one?
That's the one.
Take the lighter.
Good luck, Oliver.
Thank you. Wow. So even just
I
one
don't
action.
like this.
I know it's hard.
So man, he actually manipulated the kid to do it. It's incredible. All right, flick the lighter. Burn portrait. Oh, auto opens. Nice.
Where's Dad, Mom?
He just went out for a little while. He'll be back soon.
I had a really bad dream.
It's okay, Josh. Sometimes we have bad dreams, and it's hard to tell whether they're real or not.
I was scared.
I know, but Mommy and Daddy love you, and everything is fine. See? Here he is now.
I love you, Dad.
I love you
You too, Josh. Don't worry. The bad guys are gone now. It's all over. No one will ever hurt you again.
Aren't we the dark figure, though? Because we kind of said that in a somewhat malevolent tone. No one will ever hurt you again. Exactly, Marvel. All right. After 14 hours and 15 minutes, John Saul's The Blackstone Chronicles have been chronicled. We saved our son and our wife and condemned our father to death again, I guess, in the asylum. Yeah, so I mean, again, like, I love the game's attention to detail and all of the research that went in to the whole history and the treatments of mental illness. Kind of shocking in a way. I mean, you know, I knew about some of the barbaric, you know, medicinal approaches. So I knew, like, high level and thematically that stuff was super rough, but just getting into the actual details, you know, it was interesting, if like a little troublesome at times. That whole storyline, especially with Abraham, was like, wow. that was like super bold and dark. And kind of impressive, especially for like 98 to sort of like go that daring. From a gameplay perspective, I think it was not as impressive. I think between the there were some items that were kind of, what's the word? Not exactly pixel hunts, but like easy to miss, but it's vital you got them. So that was like a little, not the best. And obviously the whole thing, you know, a couple of the puzzles were a little bit, you know, especially obviously the rebus in the Iron Maiden, for a couple of different reasons, was not my favorite. But it is a memorable game, and I think high level it is a good game. You can always, of course, quibble with all of these, but I think it largely accomplished what it set out to do. Was interesting. The game also put in some areas which we never actually explored, like the morgue, the men's wing, Ward 7, even that brick wall. We never got to. I always thought the secret room was going to be there, but unfortunately it wasn't. But yeah, some interesting, fun characters along the way. So yeah, all in all, I would say it's still a good game overall. I don't think it's a classic, but I think it's you know, it's a strong game, and all the more impressive, you know, again, is like totally against type for the type of game Bob Bates designed and wrote. You know, all the prior Legend games, which had a much more, you know, light comedic tone. Yeah, the brick wall in the basement, right. So yeah, thank you, Silo, for the pick.